Hey guys, Lawrence here from Unicorn Reviews, and it feels like only days ago that I declared this keyboard, the Ducky 13SF, to be the best pre-built keyboard you could possibly buy at like a reasonable cost. But then Akko sent me their ACR Pro 75 and I've kind of changed my mind now. For this review, I'd like you guys to keep in mind the price point. The ACR Pro 75 is only 110 euros. And if you use the link in the description with coupon code Unicorn Reviews, you'll get another 10% off. So really it's a 99 euro keyboard. And also, on top of that, it's free shipping over 53 euros on the Akko Gear website. So it's free shipping, 99 euro keyboard. Shipping takes 10 to 18 days depending on where in the world you are. However, I did notice there's a 21% sale tax not added to the listed price on the website. So it's really 120 euros for this keyboard, but it comes with free shipping, I guess. So this is only my second Akko keyboard and I'm slowly becoming a bit of an Akko fanboy. I've been daily driving this 3098B for quite a while now. I actually use it as just my work keyboard and it's amazing for that. Akko seems to have like something for everyone. They have very simple, clean looking keyboards like the ACR right here, but they also have keycaps that are a little bit kitsch, but still really nice keycaps. The quality on basically everything I've tried from Akko is really good. So I was really looking forward to reviewing this keyboard. So the ACR in ACR Pro 75 stands for acrylic. And as you can see, you have an acrylic top case and bottom case. So they take these acrylic sheets and then machine out the cavities that you need to put all your electronics in. Being acrylic, it's slightly translucent, so your RGB lighting can shine through, and I'll show that in just a second. But also it's not completely see-through to the point where you can make out individual traces on the PCB inside of it. Of course, for you gamer boys, there is per key RGB lighting, and there's even a ring light around the bottom case so you can illuminate that as well. The unboxing of the Akko ACR Pro 75 gasket mount is really nice. I love the packaging. It's very nice and colorful. The white lettering on the top is actually shiny, whereas the rest is like this matte finish. Opening up the box though, a big piece of foam to protect your keyboard in shipping. I think you can throw it under a bus and it'll be fine. And then in here you get your manual. Just get the latest one off the website, it's probably better. But here's where it gets really cool. Despite being a fairly affordable keyboard, you get this polycarbonate switch plate, so you can swap out your switch plate. Awesome. Then you have the keyboard itself in more just extremely thick foam, so it's going to be well protected. But then there's the accessory box. Now the accessory box is where it gets really fun, because included with your 110 euro keyboard, 100 if you use the discount code Unicorn Review, so included with your 100 euro keyboard you get an entire keycap set. You got 75% keyboard layout, but they include basically everything you could possibly ever need to use these keycaps on other keyboards. It says there's 190 keycaps. You also get additional gaskets, because it is a gasket mount, a little daughter board here, switch puller, a coiled cable. That's like a 30 euro option if you go with other brands, so it's awesome to see that. Your switch puller, little Allen key to open up the keyboard, and then some stick-on flip-out feet. So I really wish they sold these separately. If you want to, take any old flat keyboard and put feet on it, this is a great way to do it. Alright, now I got so excited over the accessories I forgot about the keyboard itself. So again, very nice packaging, another protective sleeve over your keyboard. And then there she is, your Akko ACR Pro 75. After my unboxing, I really wanted to switch to the polycarbonate plate, and doing so requires taking apart the entire keyboard. Every little screw has to come out. Luckily, you get all the tools you need included in the massive accessory box. So you'll get your keycap, your switch puller, and also, of course, the little Allen key for the screws at the bottom. Now, taking everything apart takes a while, but it's not really that difficult, other than the daughter board connector. That is a bit of a nightmare to put back in place, and it's probably something that they could, get away with a longer cable or something just to make it easier to put everything back together. As you can see, there are many layers of foam and silicone just to quiet things down. The silicone layer on the PCB should also help with pingy switches in a hot swap board where the switch is not fixed to the PCB as well. And also there's some pour-on in between the PCB and the plates, so you get that nice stock. And then there's even some EVA foam on the back so the board doesn't sound hollow at all. The stabilizers in this keyboard are pre-looped, don't require any trimming, and they even have this little rubberized slider thing so you don't get that rattly stabilizer sound. All the stabilizers were pretty much perfect out of the box, except for the spacebar, and I think it was actually more a bit of scratching going on somewhere. It went away after I changed the plate, so I don't know if it maybe was an installation error in the factory where something wasn't clipped in all the way. Of course, it wouldn't be a mechanical keyboard video without a sound test, so here's a quick comparison of stock board with the aluminium plate versus stock board with the polycarbonate plate. I think we can all agree that this keyboard sounds pretty damn good for a €120 keyboard that has no mods done to it whatsoever. You can take it out of the box and sound like a pro keyboard typist, YouTuber, just right away. It really sounds good, and a lot of it is down to the switch. You get the Akko CS Crystal switch. It's a linear switch. Actuation is 43 grams, bottom out is 50 grams, so it's a bit heavier than what I like for a linear, and it sounds great. It's super smooth. There's just no scratchiness whatsoever. What's also really cool is it's a complete see-through switch. So for your RGB lighting, that's even better. That said though, if you really want to taste the rainbow, this isn't it, because these double shot PBT keycaps with the ACR profile by Akko don't shine through any light. So it's really just the case that you're illuminating. And because it's like this slightly opaque acrylic case, you get a nice spread of the light, but you're not going to get individual backlit legends on your keys. And so, as I said, I really like this ACR profile on the 3098. I like it on the ACR Pro 75 as well. It's a really nice profile, almost like SA, but slightly more vanilla, so that everyone can get used to it. And so that brings us to the typing experience, because there wasn't really much of a sound difference between the aluminum and the polycarbonate plate. However, with the polycarbonate plate, you do definitely notice that it's a bit softer when you're bottoming out these linears. What I really noticed is that the gaskets are perhaps a bit stiff, and the sandwich of your PCB and the polycarbonate plate is also pretty stiff. I think most of the flex is coming from the little fingers around your switch plate. I also think there's about as much dampening coming from the rubber feet pressing into your mousepad as there actually is from the gasket mount inside this keyboard. Do you really need your PCB to go down a whole lot when you press on your switches? I don't know. It's probably personal preference. What's also personal preference is whether or not you program on the keyboard or in software. And Akko does supply the Akko Cloud driver, which allows you to program some basic functionality like macros, fancy RGB lighting, all of that sort of stuff into your keyboard. One thing I did notice is that while all the programming when it comes to macro stuff is definitely working, and you can rebind any key to be any other key or do any special function, the RGB controls are a bit lacking, so you can do a heap, I think 20 different effects of RGB lighting. But that's just for your switches. The ring light around the bottom of the case just has 7 different colors that you can cycle through, but you can't do that in the software. Another thing to keep in mind is the software takes up about 124 megabytes of your RAM, if that is relevant to you. I didn't notice any sort of network usage or CPU usage. So for a conclusion then, I think the Akko ACR Pro 75 offers an incredible value. It's almost like having a full-on custom keyboard. There is such an insane amount of extra keycaps with it that you could maybe use them for a different keyboard if you really wanted to. The customizability is there. The fact that you get 2 plates included is insane. And while you don't have to change anything about this keyboard, it's a really good starting point, almost like the sort of gateway drug to get into like the full-on custom mechanical keyboards. But it's in stock. You can buy one right now in the description below, so you don't have to wait 2 years for your keycaps to show up or a year and a half for your case to show up. It's really just a keyboard I can really recommend if you're into the 75% layout, of course. Feels good, types good, sounds good, and it's affordable. So thumbs up Akko, you did really well, and I think it's a great keyboard. Now that's it for me for today. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments down below. Of course, like, share, subscribe, bell icon, all that sort of YouTube crap. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers!